Hey everybody, Shiny Sephiroth here, and I am going to be going over a whole bunch of resources and stuff that I have accumulated over time that I have not been using. For instance, if you've been eagle-eyed viewers have been paying attention, you see at one point I had 1,000 million gold, and now I'm down to 183 million. With everything that's been going on with my other YouTube channel, with my other jobs, and finishing this academic year for school, I just haven't had time to do a lot of stuff. And I just had a whole bunch of resources sitting and accumulating. For instance, you can see my force is now at 22.5, whereas it was at, I think, 18.5, just 2 weeks before, or a week before filming this video. So I've been going in and moving things around. For the longest time, I was at level 500. I'm at 514 now. So, yeah, I've been sitting on some resources and not really using them, and I've started using them. But there are a few that I still have not used. For instance, we see right here, I got these guys, and they need to be used. This doesn't count. I just got this a few minutes ago. Let's see what else. I have started using some of my summons and whatnot. I had a lot more. I had like 200 of these a week ago or something, and I used some of them. Yeah, so I just, there's some things that I need to be using, and I figured I was going to just crank through them this morning. I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this with my buddies over at the Veteran Pigeons, and we can all crank through these together and see if anything cool happens while we're doing it. Okay, so who do we have? All right, let's go ahead and check on my Baron. Okay, so he's at Mythic. So to get him, all right. So I need one more for plus, and then 2 more for Transcend, and 2 more for Transcend plus, and then 2 more for Immortal, and 2 more for Big. I need 9 more Baron cards. Let me go ahead and double check my math. All right, so 1 plus, 2 for Transcend, Transcend plus, Immortal, 11. Right. Actually, I'm going to do this on the screen so we can all follow along. So 1 for M plus, and then we need 2 more for Transcend, then 2 more for Transcend plus, then 2 more for Transcend plus. I probably already loved it in this real life, so you might be then we need 2 more for Immortal, and then 2 more for Immortal Awakened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's see what we have here with all these resources that I've just been sitting on. And this was so infuriating. Like I said, I was really busy the past little bit, and I missed a whole day of bets. So I would have been able to grab this guy right here, but I missed a day of bets, which was about 3K if I got my predictions correct, which I mostly do. And it was the first day of predictions too, so you usually get those right. Just very, very frustrating. I'm like off a cycle now, and I had to go through this entire current Reincarnation. This is being filmed on June 5th, by the way, so there's a bit of a delay in when these videos get published due to various publishing things. So yeah, June 5th is when this is happening. I'm going through the current Reincarnation cycle, and yeah, it's frustrating. So this is June 5th. This is post maintenance, so we just got some maintenance done. We now see that we have some newcomers. I think this is new, but I know this is new, and that's what I want to focus on. So we needed 11, and as you can see here, I have been a good, responsible boy. I'm circling her. It looks like I'm circling her face. The top of my screen's not letting me circle the the number, but I'm at 22,000 up here. I've been a very good, very patient person, which is the theme of this video, is having patience. It's okay to sit on resources for a few months. It's going to save you a lot of money and help you not like, it's like, oh man, I spent on this thing over here, but if I just waited a couple months, I could have gotten him for free, which is exactly what we're doing with Baron. I believe I spent 20 bucks on the first 3 or 4 cards when he first was released, and I have not spent anything on him since. And I think that we're going to be able to get everything else for free because I waited and I accumulated. I'm able to build him up for free, which is really cool because I'm going to have another Pierre-esque person, which I'm on chapter 46 right now. It's going to be very nice to have that extra backup because some of my teams are lacking. So we needed 11. Right here we can get 4. That means we need 7 more to get him to Immortal Awakened. Right here, I believe he has now been added to this. Yes, he has. I can get, so 50, I can get 4 more of these. Yes, that's right. 5 times 4, yeah. Oh, I'm only 10 away. I could have gotten a 5th. But 4 more of these will leave us with only 3 that we need. That means that, frustratingly, we're going to be 1 away from getting him to Immortal, and then 2 away from Immortal Awakened. But I don't know. Oh, I guess I can technically use this one to get him to Immortal. Yeah, there he is. But, I mean, I really want to start working on her. And I keep wondering if I'm being silly by having ignored him for so long. Because having a, I mean, just for like the specific faction trials, like Mystic Realm trial, the faction realm, being able to have somebody like that, and especially the wanted, actually right there, bam, being able to have a tank and a defender, or another tank and a defender in the tech will help move things along. Am I forgetting anything that I could use other than that? I mean, in the end, it's going to be aces. I mean, I think I used that term wrong. It's gonna end up being the same thing, whether or not I use that card. I mean, I'm gonna have to use a card for something eventually. All right, let's go ahead and claim that while we're here. And can't do that yet. And for those of you who haven't, and I know I'm posting every day, so if you've missed a video, that's completely understandable. But the reason I mention this is for some of you, you hear me repeat some things, but it's because the grand majority of people who watch don't watch every video because, you know, it's not possible. So there are a lot of you who are watching every video, and I really appreciate that, and I really like being able to hear from you. I see a lot of repeat commenters, and I actually recognize you by name, so it's really cool to see those people be part of the channel. But with this right here, what I'm trying to say is please forgive the repetition for those who've already heard this before, but I adopted this strategy from a buddy of mine who I met on Discord. He posted this strategy, and I wasn't following it at first, so you'll see some inconsistencies. But for the most part, once I learned it, I started following it. He recommended that you get every single one of your cards that you have that increase attack, and here's how you can tell whether it increases attack. Right here. So you go advance. If I advance this, it's going to increase attack right here. I'm not going to do it. Not right now. But, stop. Okay. And so all of those that are attack, you increase that to level 40. Then once you've done that for all of the cards that you have in your relic, force attributes, whatever, the treasure illustration, which is a weird translation now that I'm thinking about it. I think maybe it was meant to be something like highlights of treasure or like breakdown or something like that. I can kind of see, you know, when you're translating things from the language to English, there's like a poetic, you can see how in English it sounds poetic, which is really cool. So I think that's what it's supposed to be, treasure illustration. Anyway, so once you do that, then you go back and you push up to level 20, all the HP ones. And then once you finish all of those, you go back, you get all of the attack from 40 to 60, and then when you're done with that, you go back to the beginning, and then you get all of the HPs from 20 to 60. And I believe the strategy behind that is getting the most bang for your buck early on as possible, because the further you go, I mean, it's not as expensive to go from 1 to 20 as it is to go from like 40 to 45 or something like that. I don't know if that's exactly right, but that's the basic principle. So it's all very, very expensive and very resource consuming to do what I had been doing up front. Like I was picking one, I went from 1 to 60. But the return on investment that you get to go from 40 to 60 is very, very small in comparison to the amount of resources that you're putting in. So with those same amount of resources, you can spread them throughout the entirety of all of your treasures and get way bigger bang for your buck return on investment right down here with your force attributes and your base attributes right here. So it made sense to me, and as a businessman myself, for those of you who don't know, who might be new to the channel, which, by the way, we did it! 700 subscribers! That is fantastic! That makes me really happy to see that there's so many people who have been part of the channel, and according to the last time I checked data analytics, I've hardly had anybody ever unsubscribe from the channel, which really means a lot to me. Thank you all so very much. We're so very close to being able to do live streams here on YouTube. And by the time this video airs, my other video, because I have to do that one out of order. Sorry for those who have the continuity. It bothers me too. So you should probably already know about this. I am currently... Well, me, and not currently the version talking to you now, but the version of me that exists in real time is doing this, live streaming on Discord, because I had a conversation with the dev team, or whoever's representing the dev team, and I got an official partnership with the channel, which the way I'm talking about it, this is the first time chronologically I'm talking about it on the video. But for those of you who've been following the channel, it's like, oh yeah, you've already talked about this. Why are you talking about it like it's a new thing? So anyway, you already know. But right now, you need to have 1,000 subs on YouTube to be able to live stream on YouTube. So right now, I'm exclusively, or maybe right now, I don't know where I'll be when this video airs. Maybe in the next 2 weeks, chronologically from here, I'll gain 300 subs. I don't know, maybe the attention from the Discord live streams will have done that. But either way, as of June 5th, we hit 700 subscribers, huge milestone. Thank you all so very much. So just going over, looking at this, I hope that strategy makes sense. At one point, my brain stopped working when I was doing this, and I forgot that it was to level 20 for the HP ones. So from here on and through here, you're gonna see a lot of, maybe I stopped it by this point. I hope so. I did, okay. These are even more expensive. That would have been a really expensive mistake. Yeah. So right here you see I was doing some of the HP boosters at 40, and then all of a sudden I thought, oh wait a minute, no, these are only supposed to be to 20. But I mean, it just made it so that I got this done earlier, and it took away from me being able to finish out these attack ones to level 40 sooner. Anyway, in the end, it's all going to be the same thing. You're just trying to get the biggest bang for your buck as early as possible. So, with that, I guess we're going to be able to get him to Immortal, which is, it's still good. It's still good. And what are we going to miss out on for Baron not being awakened? Oh man, don't even let me look at it. Like, oh, you're not ready for this. And down. Yeah, the reason I'm not doing that is because I am saving my Uru to get her to at least 30. But I'm not spending as much as I did in 2023, so it's been a bit of a slower process. So let's go ahead, and now that we got a lot of the strategy and the discussion about why I'm doing certain things and all that jazz out of the way, let's get down to it and actually harvest some of those awards. Rewards. Alright, real shame that I'm 10 away. Alright, confirm selection. There you are. Summon. Ah, oh, come on. Alright, we should be back in action. So, summon 4. collect. And summon 1. And now we go here to the mall. I'm gonna buy that anyway, so might as well. And I'm gonna buy those anyway, so yeah, that's what I wanted to pull that up. So the 10 is the max I can do? Yeah, it is. Awesome. That's so tempting. But evil sources are so much more expensive. Oh, yes, definitely want that. 15. And I'm gonna tell you, so I might as well just buy that. And it didn't even like dent how much I have of these. That's so awesome. I think this is a very underutilized mechanic in the game. This area here, it's a really, really good deals. And 4. Wait. Oh, that really stinks. Oh, that's good though. I only have a day left before I can buy another, but that does mean I think it's like 30 days. It's gonna be a while before I can. What have I done? Oh, well, that was so stupid. Why did I click on Giles? Oh, that hurts. Okay, well, I wasted 5,000 medals so I can get. That's really frustrating. So I can get, I guess I can recycle him and get some essences. All right. That's so horrible. I hate that so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and recycle our buddy. Giles. I don't need that either. I am torn about that. Okay. Oh, that is expensive. Expensive mistake. Alright, let's go back to here. And boom. And move him to this territory. Wait a minute. We got this one. Transcend Plus. And then we'll be able to move him to Transcend Plus in a day when I can get the other one of that from the mall, the Legend Mall. And darn, man, that is so frustrating, man. So yeah, just every 30 days. Okay. But, I mean, once to get another 10 of these, I believe. Yeah, it's 50, right? Yeah. So, yeah, it's just patience. So, but yeah, did you see that? It was essentially free, moving him up all those times, because for the past few months, I have been saving up and waiting. What is this? Oh, I'm going to want that, aren't I?